Hi everyone, my name is Suzanne and I'm a Chinese metaphysics master in Hong Kong. So today I would like to talk a little bit about how we can interpret the luck pillars in a Bazi chart with respect to life lessons that we need to learn. Yeah, there are many different ways we can and have to interpret a luck pillar that we're currently going through, depending on what the questions are. But if a client asks you, what is my life lesson? What do I have to learn right now in the next few years? Then what we look at are the luck pillars. Now the luck pillars are found here. So let me just circle this so that you can see what I'm talking about. So these here are the luck pillars, right? All of those. And we specifically then look at the particular age that the client is currently going through. So if the client is between the age of 39 and 49, then we would look at this particular luck pillar here, yeah, the Xin Mao luck pillar. Now, what we need to pay attention to, rather than just interpreting the Xin Mao 60 jiazi pillar in and of itself, that's not necessary when it comes to the life lesson. But what we specifically look at is this element here. Yeah. So this is called direct wealth. DW is direct wealth. IW is indirect wealth. So you see each luck pillar has one of these indicators at the top, right? So this is what we're interpreting when we look at life lessons. Now, of course, again, first you check which luck pillar the client is in, and then you advise depending on these indicators. So if the client is going through either direct wealth or indirect wealth, yeah, so these two here, direct wealth or indirect wealth, regardless of whether it's Sin or Gung or Ji or Wu Earth, all you need to look at is this here. Then the life lesson that the client has to learn is all about relinquishing control. Yeah, the client during this particular time will have to face a lot of situations that are beyond his or her control. And it may be very difficult to just let go and say, okay, I'm just going to believe that everything will turn out well. I can't control everything. So during that particular time, the life lesson is essentially patience and trying not to be too controlling and trying not to get too much involved in what's going on. You don't want to micromanage everything. You just want to take a step back and let things play out. Yeah, relinquish control. It can be very hard depending on the client's character, but this is the life lesson this person needs to learn. Now, if the client goes through a friend or rob wealth luck pillar, so this is friend rob wealth, we don't have here, but that's basically, it just says RW. Friend or rob wealth luck pillar, the life lesson here is do not judge. Become less judgmental and just accept the fact that everyone is different. Everyone has different goals, different motivations. And rather than judging, just enjoy the fact that there are so many different people out there, so many different opinions. Yeah. Try to become more tolerant, have an open heart, and just listen to what other people have to say, because you may learn something. Yeah. Try not to be too judgmental. It's difficult to be not at all judgmental. I don't think anyone has ever achieved that, but just try to be a little bit less of it. Yeah, do not judge. Then the next one is the output element. So that would be hurting officer, HO, or eating God, EG. So if you go through one of those luck pillars, you need to learn to have faith in the outcome. Yeah. Have no expectations. I know we always have expectations as to how something will turn out. Yeah, we do something because we expect something in return. So your transactions have to become less conditional, in the sense that just give without expecting to get anything in return, and you may be pleasantly surprised. Yeah, more often than not. If during this particular luck pillar you have expectations into everyone, every situation, and if you continuously expect to receive something back for your efforts, you're going to go through a very difficult time in which you will be constantly disappointed, because your lesson is to give unconditionally and have no expectations. Yeah. So whether that be love, whether that be giving to charity, whether that be doing something in your career where you know you're not going to get anything back, you're just doing it anyway for the good of whoever is concerned. Just try to do more of that. Yeah. And as I mentioned, charity becomes a big deal during those luck pillars. So if you can either help out at a charity or make small donations on a regular basis, that would also be a great way to learn those life lessons. Then we have the influence element, which would be the 7 killings, 7K, or direct officer DO. So if you are going through one of those luck pillars, then your lesson in life is to remove limiting beliefs, remove limitations from your life. Yeah, maybe you have certain habits or beliefs about yourself or other people for that matter that are really not that helpful, that are actually preventing you from achieving your full potential. And therefore, during that time, try to become a little softer, a little bit more open-minded, and forgive other people, forgive yourself, and open up your mind to other possibilities. And again, if you can, just get rid of bad habits. Evaluate your belief systems, evaluate the way you live your life, the limitations you put on yourself. And I know that can be very difficult because we all have limiting beliefs, we all have expectations of ourselves, but during that particular time, try to remove as many bad habits and limiting beliefs as you can. How you do that is entirely up to you. Yeah, you can do this yourself through meditation, through self-development courses. You can go into therapy or just talk to friends. It's really entirely up to you. Not everybody feels comfortable with the same method, as long as you do it. And then finally, we've got the resource luck pillars. So IR would be indirect resource and DR is direct resource. So if you're going through one of those luck pillars, then your lesson would be to embrace uncertainty. And this is very difficult for a lot of people, especially when we're going through a resource luck pillar, because the resource element stands for knowledge and for our affinity with knowledge. And usually when we go through these luck pillars, we want to know. Yeah, we just want to accumulate more and more knowledge. We feel like we need to learn something. But oftentimes, the more we learn, the more we start to worry, the more we realize what could go wrong, and the more we're afraid of uncertainty. So in these luck pillars, it's really important that you just embrace uncertainty, realizing that no matter how well prepared you are, shit may still hit the fan. And in that case, rather than having 7 backup plans, all of which will fail, if you're going through those particular luck pillars, just go with the flow and just trust the process. Yeah, and have fun with uncertainty rather than worrying about it all the time. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't have any backup plans, that you shouldn't have insurance plans or anything like that. But, just be okay with change. Be okay with the fact that progress is happening and change is inevitable, and that you're just a small part of it, and just see what happens. Yeah, so these are the life lessons for the luck pillars you're going to go through in your entire life. Some lessons are easier to learn than others, but the good thing is that we usually have about 20 years to learn those lessons. So this is obviously a plus because humans are prone to take a little bit longer when we have to learn difficult lessons. So we are given 10 to 20 years to learn particular life lessons. So make use of it. Check your Bazi chart, see which luck pillar you're going through right now, and then just apply those life lessons. And once you've learned this, your life will become smoother, and you're not going to carry all of these fears and uncertainties forward into your next life. So this is how we interpret the luck pillars in one very, very simple way. If you would like to know more about this, or if you would like to get a reading, get in touch with me. My contact details are in the notes below.